Hi, my name is Jen, and I am on a journey of transformation, self-discovery, and self-love. And I would love for you to join me in that journey. So come on. Hi, so this is week 14, my week 14 weigh-in. It's hard to believe that it's only been 14 weeks because it seems like I've been doing this for a long time, but it's really become part of my life, I guess. And I can't believe I've been doing it for so long, so consistently. If you're surprised, I'm surprised too. So, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. So a couple weeks ago, I had my 25-pound milestone, and I decided to buy myself a candle. And I got a little coffee mug to go with it too. So just a little Target candle with my initial there. So I treated myself to a little purchase there. So yeah, it's nice to reward yourself, I think, for success. Maybe, not all the time, but I'm a 2 on the Enneagram, so I very rarely take care of myself. So this is a really big step, owning it and saying that it's okay to do that. It's okay to buy for myself and not other people. Anyway, off subject. So today is week 14 weigh-in. And if you remember last week, I had a really big loss. And this week, as expected, it was still a loss, so I'm not going to complain. I did look back to see have I gained, and I did have a couple weeks where I either maintained or gained a small amount of weight. So I'm not I mean that doesn't surprise me because it's life, even though I generally have maintained keto way of eating. Hand on heart, I have not really. I've told you every time I've had carbs or sugar, I've let you guys know. When I've had a cupcake, a piece of cake, I'm completely an open book, completely honest. I'm not hiding anything from anybody. So before we get into the weigh-in, I want to talk about the turkey in the room. Okay. Thanksgiving. I want to have a little conversation about Thanksgiving. If you watched my Sunday video, my get ready video with my makeup tutorial, or I don't even know if it's a tutorial. I don't think I'm that skilled to tutor people, but how I did my makeup or how I plan to do my makeup for Thanksgiving. If you saw, look, I'm trying new hair. My hair's getting longer. Hair again, always on my hair. I'm trying a new hairstyle, a little side bun here. It's really cute. What do you think? You like it? Little curly, and it's nice. So anyway, I'm sorry, people. I'm so distracting. I'm just sitting here looking at myself and I think of all the things. Let's just get it over and done with. Do you like this nail polish? Check out that glitter. I love a sparkle. Told you that already. Thumbs too. Very full. So, okay. Back to the real thing, Jennifer. The reason these people are here. Turkey in the room, Thanksgiving. My video from Sunday talked a little bit about what am I going to do for Thanksgiving? What are my plans? Because I think it's very important for me to have a plan, to know what I'm going to be doing going ahead and not to be surprised, because that is when I traditionally have my biggest problems, is when I don't know what I'm going to do and when I don't have a plan. And that's when I'll fall. So I know, especially when it comes to eating, planning ahead for me and eating is essential to my success. And I've learned how to adapt that to things that I know. Like, I am not the person who is going to meal prep on a Saturday. I am not that girl. I have tried many times to meal prep lunches. I forget them, or I'm like, I don't want to eat that. So what I generally do is when I'm at home, I keep a certain type of food in my house. So when I'm at home, there's always something I can make and eat. When I am out of my home at work, I have a list of go-to meals that I know are in my range of carbs, what I consider keto eating. So I know that for lunch, I can get a salad from Panera. I can get a salad from Chick-fil-A. I can, not the best, those are 2 higher carb things, but they're still okay. I can get a bowl from Chipotle. I can get a burger from Five Guys, a burger bowl. I can get a burger bowl from Burger King. So I know I can go to Trader Joe's and get smoked salmon and nuts, and cheese crisp, which, by the way, smoked salmon, that's so good. Anyway, so I know I have a plan, right? I have plans on what I can do. I know where I can get keto food. So for Thanksgiving, what am I going to do? Here's my plan. So I've been thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And this truth keeps replaying in my mind. If you watch any other keto videos on Facebook, YouTube, we're on YouTube. If you watch any other keto videos, one of my favorite is Jess from Keto Rewind, and she's been doing this for 91 weeks, something like that, and she's amazing. Her before is me. We about the same weight when she started 91 weeks ago, and for the last 3 weeks, she went off the rails. She went crazy when she fell off the wagon, and she fell hard, and she told you this in her video. And so she came back. She's back to the keto way of eating, and she talks about some of her issues with food, and that really resonated with me, because I did not become severely morbidly obese, and it's hard to hear those words, and it's harder to say those words, by eating the right way. I have another video that talks about why I am the way I am, but for the most part, I have used food as a reward, definitely as a reward, and I've just not learned how to eat to fuel my body. I have eaten to feel. So generally I eat when I'm happy. I am not a person that eats when they're sad. When I'm sad, I rarely eat. But I'm a really happy person. And I eat when I'm happy. I'm fat and happy. That's just me. So, yeah, it's, trying to do the self-work is the hard part, and, this reminds me of something I saw recently. It said, being overweight is hard, and eating healthy is hard. Choose your hard. Guys, life is hard, right? No matter what we do in life, there's going to be difficulty. Whether or not I continue to eat the standard American diet and live with my morbid obesity, that's hard. Moving is hard. My body hurts. Fitting places is hard. Fitting in seats, fitting on airplanes, that's hard. I can choose that hard, or I can choose another hard, and I am choosing the other hard, which is to, restrict my food to keto food. And when I say restrict, I'm not hungry. I'm never hungry. Let's just get that straight. But I'm brain hungry. I want to taste a donut. I want a Krispy Kreme donut so bad. I want a cinnamon roll because how soft they look and the feelings. And so when I talk about those foods, it triggers a desire in me to have something, to have it. And so I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. I'm talking all around this. So basically, when I have what I'm trying to say, I have a food addiction. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I did not get this way because I have a healthy relationship with food. I have a problem with food. And I can lie to myself over and over again and say, oh, I really don't binge, or I really don't have a problem, or, it's hormones, it's genetics, because everybody in my family's fat. My mom, my dad, my aunts, my uncles. The only people that are not fat are my nieces and nephew. Everybody else is fat. We all have an overweight. We all have a health problem. We all have a problem with obesity. And there, you can look at anthropology. You could look at, when you're from, when you're an immigrant family and you're poor, and the closest thing you have access to is food, and your culture, your connection to your culture is food. And so, in order to deal with being immigrants in a society, you tend to turn to food and your culture, food from your culture, as a coping mechanism, as a soothing mechanism, and you will see it over and over again. Immigrant ethnic families tend to have obesity because of, I think, because of that. I am no scientist. I am no whatever people that learn that stuff is, but I just the facts, people. There are not fat Italians, but there are fat Italian Americans and Italian Peruvians, those two, because it's a connection to our culture. So it's just interesting. It'd be interesting if there are any studies out there on that, or anything out there on that. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. So yeah. So knowing and recognizing that I have a problem with food reminds me of something else I've learned recently, when it comes to people with addictions. An addict, whatever your addiction is, whether it's alcohol, food, drugs, pornography, whatever it is, an addict is either in recovery or in relapse. And so that is going over and over and over in my mind. I keep telling myself that, Jennifer, you're either in recovery or you're in relapse. What are you going to be in? Are you in recovery or are you in relapse? And so I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, and my plan was I'm just going to make normal food. So bread, stuffing, regular bread, regular mashed potatoes, regular gravy with flour in it, turkey, all the desserts, everything like that. And I'm thinking I can have just a little bit. But then I think you're either in recovery or in a relapse. And so then I think, is this like an alcoholic saying I can stop anytime I want? Because if I was talking to an alcoholic and an alcoholic told me they can drink just a little bit or they can have a little bit and they're okay, I would be like, you people, you crazy. Hey, you need to go to AA, because that is not true. Anytime an alcoholic has a drink, whatever it is, whether it's one beer or a shot or anything, they are in relapse and they have to restart their sobriety. So I don't know. Can I have stuffing? If I eat stuffing, will I be in relapse? I really don't know, people, and I am having to do some really deep soul searching and to figure that out. What is my baseline? What is my point of relapse? I'd be interested to know your thoughts and your comments. What do you guys think? So this is the core of a ketogenic diet. Is there's two ways that your body burns fuel, that your body operates, right? You either burn glucose or you burn ketones. There you go. You either burn glucose or you burn ketones. And when you deprive your body of glucose, your body turns to ketones, which your liver produces to create energy, which burns fat, right? So the concept is that you keep a low carb diet, and right now I'm in 20 or under carbs every day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to up my carbs to 50 for Thanksgiving Day. So I'm going to allow myself to have some stuffing. I'm going to allow myself to have some gravy. But I'm not going to go above those carbs. I'm not going to have sugar. That's my baseline. I think for me, the drug is sugar. I know that's a drug for me. I know what it does to my body. I know what it does to my muscles. Sugar inflames my body so much. It's unbelievable what sugar will do for me. I know for some people it's gluten. I know for some people it is dairy. And those things really harm you if your body is sensitive in that way. And for my body, it is by far sugar, hands down sugar. And so my plan then is to make keto desserts. I got a keto pumpkin cheesecake that I'm gonna make, and I have maybe a pecan dessert thing that I'm gonna make. But I don't want to overdo it because there's gonna be all this dessert and it's just gonna be me eating it. So I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm still planning. I got a couple days left. Okay. So I definitely gonna make this keto pumpkin cheesecake because it looks delicious, and I think everybody in my family might eat it. So that's my plan for now. Right now, it's Monday. Even though this video is gonna air on Wednesday. I will post on Wednesday. Whatever. I will let you guys know what I do, and I might have a special Wednesday video. I'm gonna have 2 videos on Wednesday. We'll see. If I make this pumpkin cheesecake, I might make it and show you guys. So yeah, that is what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. Relapse to recovery. How are you doing? All right, let's get into this week's weigh-in. So this morning I stepped on the scale and check it out. 301.8. Can you believe it? I am inching closer and closer and closer to the 200s. I'm very excited. It's very surreal. I can't believe how excited I'm going to be to say 200 instead of 300. I've been in here for, a couple years now, and I remembered the shame at having to say 300 when people ask me my weight. And yeah, but I'm getting there. I'm pretty sure that next time, week 15, I will be under 300. I'm going to work for it. So hopefully we'll find out. Let's look at the measurements. Here we go. So my waist is 53, lost an inch in my waist. Chest, 45, lost an inch in my chest. Hip, 61. I think I figured out the hip measurements. I think I finally figured out where exactly to put the tape. And so that's good. So I have lost 2 inches and lost 0.8 pounds for week 14. So yeah, that's great. I'm very happy with my numbers. It's this process. I'm focusing on the process of losing weight, the process of being healthy, being able to live and to move and to function, to not let food be such to have such control over me, right? Not letting food be such a dominant influence in my life. I'm winning right now. I'm in recovery. I'm doing good. So that's everything for this week's video, this Wednesday weigh-in video. I hope you guys are doing good. Please let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Is it a no holds bar, eat everything in sight? Are you making different choices for Thanksgiving? Let me know what you're doing. And what are your thoughts on this relapse recovery whole idea? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like what you saw, please give me a thumbs up. I would love to have you follow me along on my journey. So please subscribe and ring that bell so you get a notification every time I post. And as always, I want you to remember to love one another, but most importantly, love yourself, because you are worth it. Bye-bye.